we've pitched like almost every grocery store in the country, and we got a lot of no's. And and I know that's part of the game. It's just like, okay, you pitch them,
Yeah.
they say no, they don't say why, they give you zero feedback, and then you pitch again the next year. And at some point along the pathway, we were just kind of like, what's wrong? Like, everyone loves our bread that's eating it. We're doing really well with like direct to consumer, but like for some reason these grocery store buyers are saying no, and they're not giving us any feedback. And one of the grocery store buyers said something like, they didn't give us any feedback, but they were like, we're feeling like we just want to get like sliced bread and buns is like what we're actually looking for. And we were like, sliced bread. We kind of always knew that we needed to start slicing our bread, but it was like such a big hurdle. Like, you have to buy slicing equipment and like figure this whole thing out. So then we decided, like, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to pitch Whole Foods and Sprouts, and we're going to send them sliced bread. I'm going to hand slice it meticulously so it looks like it went through a professional slicing machine. And so I sent them like perfectly sliced bread, probably better than the slicing machine.
Yeah, definitely
honestly
better.
I had my Shun bread knife, and we sent them sliced. If they say yes, we have to figure out how to slice our bread before the launch. Like this is going to be figure out. So we sent Whole Foods global buyers sliced bread, and they said yes, and that was like the first big win that we've actually had in retail. And it just like, it makes sense. Like, our bread's in the frozen section and it's not sliced. Like, no one wants to buy a frozen brick of bread. They're like, what do we do with this?
They're like, do I need to bake this?
Do I take it, or do I take it home and defrost it? Then do I slice it? Then do I put it back in the freezer, or does it go in the fridge? Or like, it's a confusing offering for retail. So it was just like, it took us a little bit to really commit to that and understand like this is what we need.
It is a great example though of when you're an emerging brand, a lot of people think only about velocity in terms of driving off shelf, and you have to also increase consumption. It is something like stupid simple that really affects like how fast it moves through someone's kitchen or their freezer, and then they're going to buy another loaf, which all the brands that are at y'all stage like really need to be cognizant of that.